The difference between truth and lies lies an extremely delicate line. The mass media, which is now in a wide use, can contribute to the rapid clarification of this delicate line. As the pioneer team, we have already reported on a subject of great interest, Yevgeny Prigozhin. According to some rumors, new information has emerged about Yevgeny Prigozhin, known as the leader of the Wagner and thought to be dead. And these news allegations about Yevgeny Prigozhin have deeply affected the Russian leadership and created a serious panic in the Kremlin. According to the allegations, Yevgeny Prigozhin may be alive. Early last summer, after the death of Yevgeny Prigozhin, the leader of the Wagner group, a suspicious plane crash, all eyes turned to the Russian President Vladimir Putin. Everyone wondered whether Putin had ordered Prigozhin's assassination. While this question has not yet been answered, an extremely interesting development has taken place. Photographs of the person resembling Prigozhin has emerged, and this has caused a great surprise in Russia. Let's review the developments related to this photo together. As the pioneer team, we continue to bring you the developments regarding Russia-Ukraine war. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss our daily map reports. You can also support me and my team by using the super thanks button below the videos. Thank you for your support, and let's start if you are ready, the pioneer reports. Yevgeny Prigozhin played an important role in the war between Russia and Ukraine as the leader of the Wagner group. Prigozhin, who initially began his career as a chef of staff to the Russian President Vladimir Putin, has become an important figure of the power in Russia. There has been a speculation that Prigozhin, who has wide powers thanks to the opportunities he had acquired, he could become the president of the Russian Federation after Putin. Although this claim seemed unlikely to be true, its seriousness caused great concern for Vladimir Putin. Early last summer, the Russian Federation suffered an attempted coup d'etat by the Wagner troops led by the Yevgeny Prigozhin. Angered by experiences on the front line, these troops launched a mutiny against the Russian leadership. Army mutinies are common in world history, but in some cases the people have also supported the army. This is exactly what worried Russian President Vladimir Putin, because Yevgeny Prigozhin and the Wagner troops under his command had the support of the Russian citizens in the area as they passed through. Thus, Prigozhin was advancing towards Moscow, the capital of Russia, backed by the popular support. It is known that Moscow was concerned about the recent developments, and as a result of these concerns, it offered an agreement to Yevgeny Prigozhin, known as the leader of the Wagner group. This agreement resulted in both sides agreeing to certain conditions, and a month after signing of the agreement, the event occurred that caused great surprise around the world. Yevgeny Prigozhin, the head of the Wagner group, died in a plane crash under suspicious circumstances. This tragic event promoted many national and international media outlets to blame Vladimir Putin, the president of the Russian Federation, directly or indirectly for the Prigozhin's death. And these accusations have led to the widespread international debate and theorizing about the nature of the relationship between the Kremlin and the Wagner group and the potential consequences of that relationship. Putin breathed a huge sigh of relief in the aftermath, having eliminated one of his most formidable and powerful rivals. However, this peace only lasted for about 6 months because, according to some rumors, Yevgeny Prigozhin was still alive. Yes, you heard that right. In some photos that have surfaced in recent days, someone resembling Yevgeny Prigozhin has been spotted. Moreover, these photos were allegedly taken in the Moscow subway. For the Russian President Vladimir Putin, a nightmare was looming again. So what experts think about these photos? Could Yevgeny Prigozhin really be alive? And there have been some remarkable reports and opinions on the subject. According to the majority of these opinions, Wagner conductor Yevgeny Prigozhin may indeed be alive. Here is how one of these experts put it. Prigozhin appeared many times in different identities. He's a very good master of disguise, and he's also a very cunning person. It would not be wrong to say that he's Putin's only rival in this regard, but he could really be alive? It's possible. Although Yevgeny Prigozhin had a falling out with Putin in his last days, he was still a man who had influence over the rulers of the Russian Federation. He had good relations with the oligarchs who had an important role in the leadership of the Russian Federation. In a way, he was an oligarch himself. It may be that Prigozhin had already heard about the assassination attempt against him and decided not to board the plane. So survival is not a challenge for this master of disguise. You know honey badgers, they look small on the outside. Perhaps they can even be equated from the cat, but they can go on and on and on, even if the biggest cat in the animal kingdom, the lion. That's how we should read Yevgeny Prigozhin. If Yevgeny Prigozhin is alive, it means that one day he will surely return to the unfinished business. And there is an ongoing election process in Russia, and this is a very big threat to the president of the Russian Federation, Vladimir Putin. It seems that Russian President Vladimir Putin faces a new and grave danger. Compared to the dangers he had faced in the past, this one seems to be more serious and had caused great concern even in the Kremlin palace. Numerous sources confirmed these concerns, and moreover, perhaps the most frightening thing for Putin may be the situation of the Russian citizens involved in Russia's propaganda activities. Many of these citizens are recognized as extreme Russian nationalists. Moreover, one of the goals of these propaganda workers is to convince Russian citizens to fully support the invasion of Ukraine. According to some reports, rumors that Yevgeny Prigozhin is alive have caused a great stir in the relevant circles. Russian ultra-nationalist sources reportedly spread the news that Prigozhin was alive and sent congratulatory messages. However, it is claimed that these messages were removed under pressure from the Russian administration, and it seems that the Russian President Vladimir Putin has become increasingly isolated. The possibility of Prigozhin's survival seems to be leading Russian nationalists to look for another option. In the light of information, most of which is based on a single photograph, it's claimed that Yevgeny Prigozhin is alive do not seem credible for now. But however, expert says that there is a high probability that Prigozhin is alive. If Prigozhin is indeed alive, there could be an important developments in Russia, and which is going through an election process. This could lead to the serious problems, and it is clear that the process needs to be carefully monitored. And it's likely that Prigozhin, if he's alive, will be following it closely and assessing the situation of these supporters. So what do you think? What kind of pressure could Prigozhin's potential influence, if any, put on the Russian government? How do you think Prigozhin's alleged survival could affect the balance within the Russian military and security establishment? Let me know in the comments, because you know that I read and I care about all of your comments.